This is like less than half of that song, because that song is like 93 minutes long, and I thought that would not work for a 50-minute class. So the introduction here, really pay a lot of attention now. Stop playing what you're playing. I hear some keys going up and down, but if you miss this information here, then you're going to be asking me again and again and again and again and again. You see all these notes here that have, they're in parentheses. All these notes, when you play the chords with the left hand, if you play that chord with the left hand in the correct inversion, your thumb of that, for that chord, is already going to be hitting that note. So that's why it's in parentheses and it says LH for left hand, meaning that you're not going to play that note with the right hand because the left hand is already playing it. So for instance, so let's look at these chords here. So the first chord, A minor in first inversion. Here's A major. Here's A minor. First inversion. This is that chord. What is this note right here? A. And look, the A is here. So that's what that is. Right? So from here we have A minor. Let's just do left hand, unless if you already play this and you want to do hands together, feel free. Otherwise, A minor first inversion. Everybody play that with your left hand. Then you're going to play E major in root position. And you see the B that is in parentheses is already this B. C in first inversion means that it's C with the E on the bottom. And then we go down to D major in root position. And you see the A is already here. And then we have F major in second inversion, which is F with the C on the bottom. And then the next two chords, G and A minor, play them both in first inversion, because that will prepare you well to kind of move back to the repeat sign. So the G in first inversion will be G over B, and A minor in first inversion, and all the notes move up by one, A minor over C. Let's play that line one more time, and we're going to give the chords the proper duration, meaning 2 beats per chord when there's 2 chords in a measure, 4 beats per chord when there's 1 chord in a measure. So from the top of the song, ready, and 1, 2, E major, 3, 4, C major, 2, and 3, and 4, and this one has 4 counts, 2, and 3, and 4, and G, A. One more time. I'm going to add the right hand. You do not have to. Ready. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. go? All right, we're gonna move on to the next line. Now, next line, just chords. We start with C in root position, measure 6. Then we go to D major in root position. F in second inversion is the same as F/C. If you want to write the slashes in there, feel free to do so. F/C. A minor/C means that just the middle note is going to change, right? A minor in first inversion. C in root position. G in second inversion will be G/D. And then we have a D sus4. So if you don't remember what a D sus4 is, find D major first. Sus is short for suspended resolution. So what that is instead of having the third 1, 2, 3, you replace the third with the fourth instead. So a D sus4 sounds like this. And then it resolves to D major. Let's go for measure 6 again. You can play just the chords. I'll add the melody, but you can play just the chords. Measure 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd it go? Any questions about that line? Any requests to review anything on that line? Third line, measure 10. We're back to C in root position. Now we have the D sus4 that goes to D major. F in second inversion is F/C. A minor first inversion is A minor/C. C in root position. G in second inversion is G/D. And then it says F pedal. What that means is that you're just going to play the F note right there. And you can play one F note or you can play 2 F notes. Because if you look at that measure, there's chordal material on the right hand, right? So the left hand is just going to have the F note. All right, let's go for measure 10 one more time. I will add the melody. You don't have to. Get ready for C in root position. 3 and 4 and... Questions about that line? All right. Before you go, I want you to just make a note that for homework you're figuring out the chords from here to the end. But here at the B section, I just want to give you a heads up. I want you to play this A minor in root position an octave higher than where the other notes were. So basically, in this A minor, I want the note in the middle to be C4. So it will be up here. So all up to now, you were all down here. When you get to measure 14, you're going to be going A minor up here and just move from there. Questions?
Does that move with the hand up too?
Well, the melody is kind of higher already, so that you won't need to change anything to the way that is written. Any other questions? Alrighty. Okay.